me, this is like, expediency.
I think it's not only about this unexplained flip-flop on women serving in the military. It's not only about the fact that he hasn't managed something as large as a Burger King, probably, but that he could not answer basic questions. Not just gotcha questions like, would you uphold the Geneva Conventions? Would you refuse an unlawful order if the president gave you one, which did happen under Trump before with Esbeth? Would you ever sic the U.S. military on American citizens? There are many examples of questions that, yes, he was very articulate and polished, and he's a TV host. That's his main qualification. I know in TV we sometimes get confused.
Why do you denigrate this man's service? I don't understand. 20 years,
Scott,
decorated,
Scott,
Ivy Leaguer. He's a TV host. Scott. That's all he is.
Wait a
not
second.
his main qualification.
That is his main
said he's a TV host.
TV host.
It is his
You're denigrating this man's qualifies you.
Not every member who serves deserves to be in charge of the DOD.
She said his main qualification is that he's a TV host, and I'm sorry, that's just baloney.
I think that gets him 40%
His main qualification is that he's a warfighter, and he's going to be the closest warfighter we've ever had to the enlisted people running the Pentagon. He's decorated, he's an Ivy Leaguer, and he knows what he's doing.
Just to be clear, Scott, I hear you say that because I remember Pete Hegseth said it. I think you should recall that there have been people who have run the Pentagon who have been in war. Even if they are officers, they have been in war. Their service doesn't get to be denigrated either.
I'm not, but I think he's he's closer to the average enlisted man who has been deployed and deployed and deployed than anybody that's been up to this job
but do not say,
which is maybe why he defended war criminals.
Do not say that there have not been.
Oh, now he's a war criminal.
No, he defended them when Trump
Let me take a shot at this. Let me take a shot at this.
He defended them.
This guy killed it today. He came across as a human being. I learned that this was the biggest meeting of Alcoholic Anonymous ever. We had a great job. We learned that every senator drinks. I would ship them some wine to bring down the alcohol content. This was absolutely hilarious at some moments, but he's going to get confirmed. And we can move on. I like Dust on Boots, a guy that went and fought, saw men and women die, and I also learned today that women are in better shape in America than men. How about that? Because they're
because he said it, right? Because everybody corrected him on it.
Because the percentage of those coming in and being actually allocated after being tested physically, more women than men on a percentage basis. There's a lot of obesity in men. My goodness, we've learned a lot about health care.
But don't you think Hegseth should have known
that they shouldn't serve? I think, yeah, right. But you're not also trying to run the military. He is. So why would he? Obviously, he doesn't even know those stats. I'm not denigrating TV hosts. I love being on television. I think everyone
and I think you should say, plus he's a TV host.
Plus he's a TV host, right?
No, you know what?
He was articulate.
Here's the key.
You think every TV host should be running the DOD?
No, I think a TV host is helpful in Donald Trump's thinking.
Yes.
Because it sells Donald Trump and Donald Trump's policies on television, which is apparently all that counts at this. But it's not about... And this is where I get upset. I've known several people who have run the Pentagon. I think back to my friend Colin Powell. You're going to tell me he wasn't in war?
100%.
Colin Powell was out there fighting in Vietnam. And you're going to suggest that this is a guy who has his own very macho ideas about what it means to be a warrior. I don't think that it's necessarily in keeping with U.S. policy with regard to women or in behavior of how we act as soldiers in combat, which is that we act within rules. And his time says, you know what, too many rules? This is about a killing machine. I think that's very upsetting to a lot of people.
Okay, so we can agree. You have to be someone of service in the military, and you have to serve on TV, too. You need both qualifications.
Well,
actually, you don't actually, the only qualification for this
we learned today is that you have to be a civilian.
A civilian.
Right.
And we have had to waive that in the past, but he has both. He has civilian service. He has military service. He's highly educated. And, there's not too many people in the world who have managed, 3 million people at a time. There's a whole team. There's a whole team that manages the Pentagon.
Hold on. I'm glad you made that point because let's play